Okay, remember that they're changing my voice because they're jealous. Okay, there's a lot of fumes in my lungs and it makes it so I sound like a corny person or a gay person at times. Okay, I'm carrying my cross, and other people are some kind of pretty boys in some social club or corporate group, what have you, and they're trying to play off their ill gotten gains and they look really stupid. Now, when you look at the screen, you see the black face thing. Compare this to the picture and the video that I released before this. Go to my video section if you have to, what have you. You'll see that these things are satanic. They're LGBT-ish, right? They have LGBT overtones. They have white overtones and Jewish occult overtones and conservative overtones and conservative Democrat overtones in terms of the Democrats who are more like conservatives in a lot of ways and a reasonable person who believes in individual rights. They want to maintain their power and keep things a certain way. Freemasons come to mind. Now, why are they doing that? Well, they're mocking them because they know that a self-respecting black person doesn't want to be whitewashed, doesn't want to be in white culture. Okay, white culture is basically people who are from Greece and Rome, who are these beta elitists who force their culture on different people through the cult system, right? The cult of Zeus, Hera, Persephone, Hades, Nyx, what have you, right? Dionysus, Athena. And through these many cults they had there in Greece and Rome, they kind of controlled the cultures, right? The cult is the root of the culture. Hephaestus, for example, whose Roman counterpart is Vulcan, is a deity of crafts and fire. So the craftsmen would have their cultures influenced by Hephaestus. They'll be within the boundaries of Hephaestus and the mentality of the cult of Hephaestus. Okay. Now, they're also gayish. If you think about a serious Zulu warrior, a serious Maasai warrior, before they gay washed their images and their videos and so on and so forth and bred them to be a certain way, they're very masculine African serious warriors. And some of them have a sort of graceful weight about them. And so they were jealous of that, right? Think of Caesar, for example. He's a spoiled Roman brat, a greasy occult dog compared to the first dynasty pharaoh Narmer. He was a very handsome guy, smooth skin, what have you. Now, these things have to be said because you have to understand what's going on. So these people would put on makeup, right? Make up. They're making up things. They're trying to make themselves look a certain way, and that has to do with up, the sky. They're trying to make up for their lack of natural divine grace in their genes, in their look, what have you. Again, these are just the facts. I'm not racist. This is what's going on.